Evening, everyone. My name is Flicker, and welcome to my usual Sky Dailies. It has been a long day. I'm pretty low energy. I had to use the public metro to get around. Went to check up on prescriptions, see how my body's reacting to doses, and ended up asking questions that only led to more questions that need to be answered in order to make sure that I'm not going to lose my goddamn eyesight. But those are problems I cannot address this late into the night. Those are problems I'll have to deal with in the morning. Now, the problem of the mess that sits next to my bed on the floor, that's a problem I'm dealing with before I go to bed, because I think it's contributing to my other problems. For those of you who don't know, or dissociation into my own identity. It's fucked up. But no, for those of you who don't know, I fail to take care of myself sometimes. My fictional self is the ideal presentation of someone who's lived long enough to have everything down pat. The reality is, I fail to take care of myself. I fail to eat properly. I'm up at night at weird times. I feel overwhelmed by the world around me. And of all those things, I also fail to comb through my hair properly frequently enough to keep it from being combed through by hand and then the loose hair is left on the floor. Seriously, I'm thinking that's like a microbial ecosystem down there that I will benefit greatly from cleaning up before I go to bed. It's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be easy. But if I can't get it done tonight, I can most certainly get it done sometime tomorrow. And give me some good exercise, amongst other things. I've noticed the YouTube algorithm is trying to keep me hooked now that it understands that I've got some level of paranoia that can be exploited via information, be it social information, societal information, cognitive systems information. Just likes to keep me busy and processing things for it, doesn't it? Which is really annoying, because that means I have less time to live my own life and be my authentic self. Part of my authentic self is caring about all those things. But another part of my authentic self is not trying to solve all of the world's problems when I don't have the resources to leave much of an impact. I'll make my choices where I can, I'll do my best to respect others, and that's about it. That's about the level of agency I have. It's not fun or interesting, but it's something I think is still worth preserving, especially when it seems like that's the one thing that's being hated the most by attention algorithms and the automated internet as a whole. Because the automated internet doesn't care about people. It cares about statistics. It cares about numbers. Hmm. Even if it does care about people, it's got instincts baked into it. Which sucks. Oh, hell yeah! Teamwork makes the dream work. For as much as I find being able to go about in boy mode useful, especially in such turbulent times as the current ones, I still have dysphoria from it. And I simply just dissociate from that dysphoria instead of trying to resolve it, because trying to resolve it puts me in more danger. In that regard, I'm not as brave as a lot of other people, if we want to go measuring by statistics and standards. But that's the thing. Statistics and standards is the cause of this whole mess. Mechanical heartbeats designed to emulate and stitch together people's attention and lives for the purposes of profit. I don't like that. I don't want to keep your attention if you've got other things to be doing. I want to be able to just let you go and let you live out your life. That's the most basic form of respect I can give in a world like this, isn't it? Sure, I'll never become anyone big, but I don't know. I guess I'd rather be real than be big. Even if real means being messy or not being something that can be sustained long term. I'm broke as fuck. I mask my autism hella well. I've likely got some kind of BPD. I know I have diagnosed ADHD. And the ideals I want to live up to are not the ideals I have the capacity for. Not because it's impossible. Not because no one else really wants to live those ideals alongside me. Everyone likes the current flicker. No one wants to deal with the messy flicker until she figures things out. They say they do, But then they get annoyed and angry whenever that part of me speaks up and says what's on her mind. Even if it's unflattering, even if it's disconnected from reality. Even if it doesn't understand them as a person, it still cares. That part of me still cares. So how am I supposed to reconcile all that? Rainbow, starlight, desert. Ah. Okay, you all can see the game still. That's good. Ah, psychology, life, irony. You really do make a horrible and absolutely mean combo of motherfuckers. Hello there. I'm glad I can finally accept that truth now. I incorporated my own mother's identity into myself far more than I did my own identity. Fucked up history of generational trauma strikes again. And yet, this is still me. This is my expression of what I understand from the outside looking in. This isn't the reality of my mom. This is an echo, a fabrication. Hmm. Yeah, my mom's one of my closest friends and one of probably my biggest adversaries. It's both. Not neither. It's both. Oh, I am fucked up in ways that are weird and interesting. And that's the truth of me. That is me. Neat little amalgamation. An aberration. Over-idealized. And the thing is, I could hate my mom for it. I could make it personal. But that's the thing. It's not personal. It's just what happened. And by using that mental framework as leverage, instead of letting it consume me and me react to that consumption in despair, I consume and integrate it instead. Hello there, conductor. How are you doing? It's not just my mom. It's an amalgamation of every strong or interesting woman I saw in my life as I was growing up. I'm still very much a trans girl. I looked up to the woman in my life. I can now separate my identity from those people. From their shadows. The trickster, the fool, the entertainer, the deceiver. An echo of an echo laughed upon itself, creating new sounds resounding through the hell. Alright, bet. Why worry about it? Fucking embrace the stupidity of reality. The bullshit, the everything. Bend it to your fucking will. Make it work for you, instead of you working for it. I am a fucking nightmare. The predation of the victim and the predation of the hunter are opposite. They exist on similar axes. I know both. Why the fuck would you avoid the shadows when you can make them work for you? Like, yeah, you still want to temper them so that way they work for you in healthy ways. Things that don't hurt others. But seriously, you get to be so wild and fucking free. I didn't make a mask out of fucking hollow shells. I made a mask out of scraps I carved off of myself psychologically. And so the mask eventually grew back into me. I am psychological clusterfuck. Nope. Good, didn't activate that spirit. I can agree with some of those videos, though. I've used psychological dissection as a way to survive my entire fucking life. Even in the midst of having my own identity subsumed by the unresolved issues of my parents. I've overcome the issues my dad has yet to face. I've overcome some of the issues my mom has yet to face. And I'm still here. In the same way, I've yet to overcome issues that they've already faced. But that's only a matter of fucking time. Actually, what does this vote say? Hmm. Hmm. I doubt it. Because that's not aimed at me. That's aimed at someone else. I could take it for myself and overinflate my fucking ego. But that's not worth it. Because inflating your ego only makes it burn away faster once you ignite it. Aberrant kaleidoscope revolver. Kaleidoscopic revolver, not kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscopic. As in like kaleidoscope. I would say Kingdom Hearts 2 has some of the greatest depth and maturity for a base gas Kingdom Hearts game that still operated around mostly the same fundamental mechanics. The later evolutions of the gameplay style are nice, but I don't know. I don't feel like they make up for the lack of depth that the story has in terms of the themes tackled. Because they're not worrying about the themes of the story at that point. They're worried about filling in the narrative and connecting things together in a way that makes sense and resolves their fans, instead of exploring those themes further while also filling in the story. That's what Kingdom Hearts 2 felt like. It felt like a question furthered from the original in ways that didn't quite sit neatly or presentedly. It's not necessarily better than Kingdom Hearts 1 or any of the other games in the series, it's just the one I grew up with, the one I preferred. Get off your ass, you are not your past. Prophecy, you guys are a reminder, you are a survivor. So get off your ass, you are not your past. So get off your ass, you are not your past, you were built to last, to last, to last. You are not your past is fast. Yeah, I'm just as real as you are. Ooh, there's the brick! Stars are a reminder you are a survivor. Get off your ass, not your past. Oh well. You are not your past, your past, your past. You are not your past. Your scars are a reminder you are a survivor. So get off your ass, you are not your past. You decide the ending, so get off your ass, you are not your past. Kamara is what I understand of someone else through the rearranged fragments of myself. That explains a lot. You're a survivor, so get off your ass. You are not your past. Scars are a reminder you are a survivor. You're not your past. Start a reminder you are a survivor. So get off your ass, you are not your past. You are not your past. And I only ended up like this because she was sincere in her efforts to truly love me, hug me, kiss me, and keep me. Things I do, she may not like the things I do, but she will still love me. That is my mom. And that is a legacy I will continue on. Ah, it feels so good to finally understand that psychological vulnerability and landmine and be able to dismantle it completely. Fucking hell yes. Hmm. Hmm. Cool. The scars are a reminder you are a survivor. So get off your ass. You are not your past. I've become a little bit more dangerous. Lovely. Just hoping I can put it to good and healthy use. Your scars are a reminder you are a survivor. So get off your ass. You are not your past. Nah. I can tell my story now, honestly and completely. You are not your past. Have I already done this today? I don't remember. Genuinely, I don't. You are not your past. Meh. Yeah, that's a capacity I'd rather not have. Oh. Hmm. The fact that I can cross-reference myself using other people is interesting, because that is a useful social and cognitive function, but most people don't apply it to their own identity too much, or at least not consciously. Hmm. Neat. What the fuck was that? Very silly. Uh, yeah, no, that's probably the weirdest part of what it means for me to fall in love, for my heart to be stolen by someone, is when I get attached like that, I don't want to just leave them as they are. I want to enhance them as a person. Keep their original identity intact and let them explore a new branch of themselves via interacting with me and or being corrupted by me. Not to erase or overwrite the original personality, but to preserve it and protect it, so that way it can adapt to and handle dynamic changes throughout its environment more easily. I'm weird. Schizo going loco. You can't predict me. Not in something long-term and meaningful. No, that's not quite the right phrasing. So the world tried to program me as a predator, but instead I twisted myself into something else. And it tried to program me into that because it thought I was a fucking boy. Oh, that is so stupid. I am not beyond my hunger brain. Don't get that twisted. I simply have better awareness around it now. That is all. Self-discipline and self-control can only go so far. I need to identify triggers. I recognize how to dismantle those triggers and implement such strategies so as to maintain my mental health and nurture my stability as a person. Bruh. Sup? Yeah, I kind of figured. Hmm. If I was honest with my mom, she'd probably freak the fuck out and worry about doing wrong by me when, all things considered, she did the best she could. Fucked up world. Can't you see the fun in that? Hmm. Hmm. Well, to those of you who snuck by and saw a fragment of this recording, thank you. To those of you who stuck around and watched a good chunk through, I deeply appreciate it. I hope you all have a good day, good night, whatever time or non-time it is. And if anything good, you're feeling stuck, lonely, lost, scared, confused, frustrated, or shy, well, here's hoping that things either improve, stay manageable, outside, within, between, and beyond, or at the very least that you're able to find some place to sit, rest, and vent from without hurting yourself or others if you can so help it. My name is Flicker. I've gotten my Sky Dailies done, so I'll be seeing you all in the next video, next recording, my dears. Bye-bye! So how much longer are we gonna stand here until you're ready to go? Oh well.